please be your tour guide here as we travel around our terrain reserve. We are about to enter a 40-acre reserve consisting mostly of open woodland, but also serves as a natural refuge to many animals that are native to this area of Ontario, as well as many that are considered to be exotic. Now, before we get started here on our tour, I do just need to remind everyone of the rules that we have here aboard the train. The first is that apart from water, there is no eating, drinking, or smoking while aboard the train. As well, I do need everyone to stay fully seated throughout the duration of the tour with your arms, legs, and feet well inside of the train carriage at all times. Please note that the following is intended as a scenic tour around our train reserve and not as an animal display. Therefore, it may only be by chance that some of our animals are seen, so please keep your eyes peeled and your cameras ready. We'll see what we can find. Prominent vegetation in this area includes a willow, ash, poplar, and even a large sheltering white pine forest. Some mallard ducks on our left-hand side here. Now, the mallard duck is the most abundant species of duck in this area of Ontario. The plumage on the males or drake's heads is a glossy green, while the females are a duller coloration. This allows her to blend in with her surroundings as she's incubating her eggs. Now, here at African Lion Safari, when we first opened, we had 3 reserves dedicated strictly to lions. Since then, we've grown quite a bit. We now house over 1,000 exotic birds and animals from over 132 different species. Many of these are considered to be endangered or even extinct in the wild. Now on the left-hand side there's a painted turtle sunning itself. Now we are coming up to our turtle pond here on the right-hand side. Now here in Turtle Pond, we have both the painted as well as the snapping turtles. They're both very common freshwater species in this area of Ontario. Now, the painted turtles can often be seen sunning themselves on logs and rocks, peeking up from underneath of the water, while snapping turtles, on the other hand, wait for their prey to swim by them. They then snap them up. They can eat a variety of small crayfish and even small water birds. Snapping turtles can live up to 20 years and are not to be handled under any circumstances. There are a few more painted turtles sunning themselves over here on the left-hand side. On the right-hand side, you may be able to notice that we do have some large brown boxes attached to the trees. These are not actually birdhouses, but rather bat boxes. Here at African Lion Safari, we do enjoy having a large bat population as they help keep our mosquito population under control naturally. A bat can eat its entire body weight in mosquitoes in just a single evening. Now, you may be able to notice that we do have a large number of Canada geese who come here to the safari. Every year we have between 50 and 100 migrating breeding pairs. They make their nest near the water's edge and 4 to 6 creamy white eggs are laid. They are known for their brown body plumage, black-headed neck region, and prominent white cheek patch. Now, the train that you are riding on right now is being pulled by a miniature replica of the 1863 C.P. Huntington steam engine. The original played a large and important role in the building of the very first transcontinental railroad from 1864 to 1869. It now stands in front of the Sacramento, California train station, and is a symbol of engineering marvel from over 140 years ago. On the right-hand side, we do have our male Sicilian donkey. His name is Tank. Now, the Sicilian donkeys were originally domesticated by the ancient Egyptians in about 300 BC. They are more sure-footed than the horse and therefore able to make their way across rocky terrain with ease. They are regarded as a stubborn animal, but they are in fact rather enduring. Also on our right-hand side, we are coming up to some of our fallow deer. Now, the fallow deer that we will be seeing here today in this reserve are a hybrid between the spotted and the black fallow deer. As such, they do have a wide color variation. Now, much unlike our North American deer, who are only spotted during the first couple of weeks of life, these deer do retain their spots throughout their entire lives. As we approach the railway trestle up ahead, I ask again that you all please remain seated with your arms, legs, feet well inside of the train carriage at all times. State-of-the-art elephant facility. It's 10,000 square feet in size, has a computerized ventilation system as well as natural lighting and heated floors. There's also a laboratory and a research facility to help our park staff maintain one of the most successful breeding programs for this rare and endangered species in North America. Also on our right-hand side, we are coming up to our camels. Now we have both the Bactrian and the Dromedary Camels here at the safari. Now the Dromedary Camels have one hump on their backs, while the Bactrian Camels do have two. Inside of these humps are actually large fat deposits and not actually storages of water. This allows them to make their way throughout the desert without having to find any food or water. They also have very large feet that don't allow them to sink into the sand and long eyelashes that don't allow any sand to get into their eyes. Also our elephant lookout area here on the right hand side. This is where you can see our Asian elephants throughout the majority of the day, often tossing hay and dirt onto their backs, and this is done to help prevent sunburn as they do have extremely sensitive skin. Now, do you guys know what time it is when an elephant sits on your fence? It's time to get a new fence. We do also have our elephant rides going on today. For $6 a person, you can take a ride on one of our Asian elephants. It's quite an experience, so I highly suggest that you do so. Unfortunately, this does bring us towards the end of our tour here around our train reserve. As we approach the tunnel up ahead, I ask again that you all please remain seated with your arms, legs, and feet well inside of the train here at all times. Please stay seated until the train has come to a full and complete stop back at the station and the gates have been opened for you. Now, if you should have any questions about this tour or about the safari in general, please do not hesitate to ask me. I will try my best to answer any and all of them for you. Once again, my name is Sarah Jane. I've been your tour guide here around our train reserve. I hope that you all enjoyed your tour and that you continue to have a wild day here on safari. Just one last reminder to please watch your heads and your steps as you're exiting the train, and have a great rest of your day here on safari.
That's pushing it. Look at those turtles. Something on his mouth. Look at that baby turtle on the other turtle.
Oh, yeah. That's all.